From a dyslexic high school dropout to one of the richest business moguls in the world. You know him from his James Bond cameos and his best-selling book, but do you know who Richard Branson was before he was the rebel billionaire? For Valuetainment Media, I'm Gerard Harron, and this is Before They Were Billionaires. The eldest child of barrister Edward James Branson and Eve Huntley Branson, his grandfather, Sir George Arthur Harwin Branson, was a judge of the High Court of Justice and a Privy Councillor. He studied at Skatecliff School and then attended Stowe School until the age of 16. He was academically poor, but was able to connect with others around him. Eventually, he dropped out of school, realizing it was not where he wanted to be.
I left school at 15, and I learned the art of entrepreneurism by just getting out there and doing it.
At the age of 16, he started his record business from the crypt of a church and advertised the famous records in The Student, a magazine that became an instant success, and he soon began trading records under the name Virgin. During the swinging music drug scene in early 1970s UK, Branson set up a small recording studio in Oxfordshire, England in 1972. The first artist on the Virgin Records label was Mike Oldfield, who recorded the song Tubular Bells. As you can guess, a favorite of Michelangelo's.
Totally tubular, dude.
After Oldfield's success, he was able to sign other musical groups with Virgin Records, such as the Sex Pistols, Culture Club, and a little band called the Rolling Stones. The group would eventually make Virgin Records one of the top record companies in the world. After the success of Virgin Records, Branson expanded his entrepreneurial efforts and began his own travel company, the Voyager Group, in 1980. In 1984, he expanded his business and started his own group of airlines, Virgin Atlantic, and a series of Virgin megastores thereafter. While I'm sure to the world it seemed like Richard Branson could do no wrong, he had expanded too quickly and too vastly and was having serious liquidity problems. At his lowest point in 1992, he was forced to sell the Virgin Group, this dream that he had built up from a crypt in a church to a billion-dollar corporation was now forced to be sold from out under him.
It's always sad having to sell anything, and a company is no different than almost anything else.
However, he was able to collect himself and sell to Thorn EMI for a cool $1 billion, making Richard Branson, the former dyslexic high school dropout, officially a billionaire. But Branson wouldn't stop there. He started another record company called V2 in 1996, which still operates to this date and has signed artists like Tom Jones and Powderfinger. In 2004, Branson announced that he was going to start a new space tourism company called Virgin Galactic with the aid of Microsoft co-founder Paul Allen and Burt Rutan. Somebody else is an eccentric billionaire that wants to do space tourism. Who is that? Oh yeah, this guy we did a video on. Almost the exact opposite of space travel, Branson was also the host of his wildly successful reality show, The Rebel Billionaire, Branson's Quest for the Best, in 2004, where 14 contestants were tested for their entrepreneurial abilities. That seems like a show that somebody did, I don't know who, seems awfully similar, really polarizing figure, don't really know.
China!
Maybe the coolest thing Branson's done to date is in 2007 he founded the Virgin Health Bank, which ensured that parents-to-be could store stem cells for the future. It also offers the option for people to store their baby's umbilical cord. Today, Richard Branson is chairman and owner of Virgin Group, which currently holds more than 400 companies in 30 countries around the world. His business empire includes a train company, an airline company, a mobile phone company, a luxury game preserve, and the aforementioned space tourism company. He's the author of the best-selling Losing My Virginity, which is an autobiography. So there you have it, folks, a record mogul, a music mogul, a cell phone mogul, an airplane mogul. He's been on TV, he's been in the movies, and since 2012, according to Forbes, he is the fourth richest citizen in the entire United Kingdom. And that is the story of how Richard Branson became the rebel billionaire. If you enjoyed this story of how Richard Branson became a rebel billionaire, you will absolutely love this interview Patrick Bet-David did with Sean Atwood. He's a bit of the tea and crumpets and ecstasy himself, isn't he? Yeah. You can check that out right here. That was really interesting. And if you enjoy Before They Were Billionaires, you can see the rest of them in the playlist right here. For Valuetainment Media, I'm Gerard Harron, and I will see you next week. Shit's wild. I'd have to do this one in Cockney because he's from North London. The eldest child of barrister Edward James Branson